Hello, my beautiful, wonderful people. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm starting a new thing. I just want to introduce you to what I'm doing. I am going live every single Sunday, okay? For the foreseeable future. We're going to be doing this every Sunday night. If there's a new moon that week, we'll be doing a new moon ritual together. If there's a full moon that week, we'll be doing a full moon ritual together. If there is neither, like this week, I'm just gonna kind of feel into the energy and channel what I'm feeling needs to be said. So, with that being said, hello, welcome. I'm Alethea, and I'm here to help you live your best life in a way that feels freaking good to you. There are no rules to life. You get to do it however the fuck you want to, okay? And that is truth. So why not make it feel incredible and so good for you? I'm gonna help you drop into that flow state where things just happen naturally. And today, that's what I really want to talk about is patience and trust and flow. So, before we begin, I would love to just start with a little breathing exercise, a little meditation to help us drop into the space, drop into our bodies, and really connect with our soul. So go ahead, get any wiggles out. Gonna inhale in. Tensen up, tighten all your muscles, inhale. And exhale, close your eyes and fully release. Drop into your body as you continue to breathe deeply. And exhale. Now we're gonna start a box breath, meaning we are going to inhale for 4, hold at the top for 4, exhale for 4, and hold at the bottom for 4. So let's do it together. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, inhale. 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4. One big inhale in. And a big cleansing exhale, release. All right, how do you feel after that? I love that breathing exercise. It always helps me feel so grounded, so centered, so clear, just so aligned. Wonderful. So, today I want to talk about patience. I want to talk about going slow. I want to talk about not rushing divine timing. I'm sure you have dreams, and I'm sure you know exactly what you need to do to go after them. And if you're anything like me, then you have tried to push, control, change, force things to happen for you. And the truth is, you don't need to force because everything is happening right on time. Yes, you need to show up and do the action and take the steps toward what you desire, but you don't need to overwork yourself and hyper hustle to get the things that you want. In fact, when you allow yourself to slow down, to stop, to be grateful for what you have now, you're going to receive more to be grateful for. This is something that I really struggled with for a lot of my life. I was taught and raised to work and work and work to get results. I was taught to push, to show up, to do the most in order to feel worthy to receive. And in my adult life, this manifested as me escaping and drinking too much alcohol, so much alcohol. I would escape my life and force my body to slow down through drugs and through alcohol because I wasn't giving myself the time and the space to slow down, to pull back, and to relax. I didn't know how. I only knew hustle, hustle, hustle. That was it. That was all I knew. That was all I was taught. That was what I knew. And in fact, this lesson isn't actually landing for me until this year. I'm learning that I need to trust the bigger plan that's unfolding for me. You need to just believe and to trust that you are going to go to amazing, incredible places. It's happening. It already has happened. It already is yours. It's not your place to move in and try to like control and change the outcome of certain situations. It is your job to show up. It is your job to do what you need to do, to take the action steps, to be bold, to be seen, to be confident enough to put yourself out there into situations that will get you to where you want to go. However, it is also your job to take care of yourself, to relax, to soften, to really feed your mind, your body, and your soul. When you can drop into your body and connect with your soul, that is when you are in alignment. That is when things will happen for you. And in order to drop into your body and drop into your soul, you need to do less. Here are some of my absolute favorite ways to soften and slow down. Number one, get into nature. Connect with Mother Earth. I just went camping last night. It was the most beautiful, wonderful freaking time of my whole life. Just being out there, surrounded by beautiful freaking earth, nature. Just the sounds, the bird sounds, the wind, the gorgeous trees and mountains and plants, the fresh air, taking your shoes off and connecting with the dirt. This is such a beautiful way to soften, to allow your spirit to move through you, to connect with something bigger than you, connect with something bigger than your mission, bigger than anything you can think of. Earth is so healing. She is the ultimate healer. She is our medicine. She is our life giver. She is the creator. Everything we have on this planet, we have because of her. And when we honor her and when we connect with her and when we put ourselves in direct relationship with her, we are connecting deeper with our soul. We are connecting deeper with our own healing energy, with our own creative energy, which is so beautiful and so aligned. It will help you soften like nothing else. If you can get into nature without your phone, that's like chef's kiss. So wonderful, incredible, feels so good. So that's one way. Another way to soften, one of my absolute favorite ways, is to get into flow state. There are a lot of ways you can do this. My absolute favorite way is through dancing or singing. I love to sing. I love to dance. Just dropping in and moving whatever wants to move through your body naturally, like that is connection. That is mind, body, and soul connection right there. I love this practice and I do it every single day. Dancing in the mirror, allowing things to flow through me. If I'm outside, I will just sing. If I'm inside, I will sing. Just sing whatever comes to my mind. Allow things to flow out of you. You don't have to be a professional dancer or a professional singer or be good at either. Somewhere along the line, somebody decided that dancing and singing was only reserved for those who are good at it. That is just not freaking true. It's not true, okay? Dancing and singing is a human thing. Any human can do it. Doesn't matter what you look like. It does not matter what you sound like. What is important is how you feel. You're connecting to how you feel. That is the key, and that is the secret. So, those are just some ways to soften. Those are some ways to relax into yourself, to flow, to get deeper into that feminine energy so you're not in hyper hustle control mode all the time. These are healthy ways where you don't have to look for escapes, such as doom scrolling on your phone or substance abuse like I used to do. Okay, there are other ways, and it gets to be easy. Breathing, like we did at the beginning of this class, that's a great way to soften too. Just silence, stillness, meditation, flow, all the good things. Build those into your daily life. Build those into your daily routines. So, I'm going to pull a few tarot cards now, just to see what other energy is coming through for the collective, what we want to speak on today. And then we'll do some more fun exercises. Let's see. Oh, lovely. I got 2 for you. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we got the High Priestess. This is pure feminine energy, okay? She is all about intuitive knowing, connecting with your soul, just knowing from within, dropping in, being able to speak things into existence, being able to know what is right, not from external sources, but from within. So beautiful. We also have the 5 of Swords, which is like taking your losses, picking up what you gain from that loss and like moving away from it, okay? There's been a battle here. There's been a fight here. We are picking up what we have gained from the loss and we are moving on. And I honestly think like the Swords card is like mental energy, which is a lot of very masculine energy, that hustle, that control, that trying to do energy. I believe what these cards are saying together is that it's not about how much you do. Just keep some things, keep doing the things that are working for you, drop everything else, and move into that feminine, intuitive energy. This is where your soul lives. Anyone and everybody has feminine energy, not just women. Masculine energy and feminine energy lives in both of us. And when we have this perfect balance of the two, that is when magic happens. that is when things happen for you, okay? And it's about learning to balance the structure with the softness, the hustle with the flow. That is true alignment. The yin and yang, the balance. And that's like really what I'm all about here, is full balance. I don't believe we should all just be soft and listen to our intuition and just live in a dreamland all the time. And I don't think that we should be hustling, working, grinding 40 plus hours a week every single week either. I think that there's a beautiful balance right in the middle, and that is where true magic and true alignment lives. So beautiful. Those cards were so aligned. So aligned with what I was just talking about. I love tarot for that exact reason. Now, let's do a little bit of a journaling exercise. So, if you brought your journal, get it out. Get your pen. We're gonna go in and we are going to journal. The first prompt is, where can you soften and slow down? Where in your life are you pushing too much? Where are you trying to control things too much? Where are you hustling and grinding? And how can you add more softness there? How can you add more flow, more soul, more heart, more, just like a big breath of fresh air? Go ahead, journal for a little bit, write it out, and then I have one more for you. I'll give you some time. If you have your answers, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. Share what you wrote. I'd love to see, where can you add more softness into your life? And then once you've finished with where can you add more softness into your life, the next question is, where can you add more structure into your life? More discipline. We all need discipline. We all need discipline and we all need structure. Discipline and structure allow us to flow. They allow us to move and, receive the rewards for the work that we've been putting in. It's how we see results. The flow is where we get to really feel good and have fun and raise our energy and our vibration. If we're just hustling all the time, you're not going to be fulfilled. Like, you might receive success, but it's not going to be a happy, feel-good kind of success. You're going to be drained. You're going to be burnt out. That's why we have the two. That's why we balance the two. So again, the question is, where can I add more structure into my life? So I'll give you a moment to journal on that. If you have your answers, feel free to put them in the chat. Share. Okay, my loves, thank you for doing that beautiful exercise with me and really finding some clarity. on where you can add softness and where you can add structure. It's so good to see these things laid out before you. Now, I'm hoping you have some sort of action step to take with you from this exercise. Maybe you add in a little bit more flow in your day, or maybe you need to add a little more structure. Either way, you have something to take with you and implement into your life. If you're just taking in information all the time and you're not actually integrating and implementing what you are learning and discovering, there's no point in taking in information, okay? Implementation is really where the gold is at. Lovely. So now get your water. We're gonna do a little bit of EFT tapping around structure and flow and balancing the two. It's really important that you need to stay hydrated during this exercise. So get your water, take a big sip, and we will get into tapping. Okay. If you've never done EFT tapping before, that's okay. All you need to do is watch me and follow along. So we're gonna start by tapping on our karate chop point, which is just the side of the hand. Take a big deep breath in and exhale that breath. Now just repeat after me. Control, hustle, structure, force, softness, flow state, alignment, feeling good now. Take a big deep breath in, hold at the top, and exhale, release that breath. Now just follow along. We'll tap on the top of the head, repeat after me, both your hands and your words. I tend to overwork. I tend to try to control things. To change the outcomes. To move really fast. And I know now this only leads to burnout. I want to feel good. I want to feel good when I receive my desires. And I want to feel good on my way to my desires. Because the journey is just as important as the destination. So even though I spent so much of my life trying to control and overwork, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I choose softness. I choose flow. I choose to relax. I choose to feel good. Doesn't that feel so good? Just claiming that I'm choosing to feel good. Like 100-pound weight lifted from my shoulders. I get to live life in a way that feels good to me. Starting now. And so it is. Take a big deep breath in. Hold at the top. Exhale that breath. Get a big sip of water. If you're yawning, great, you're moving energy. If you have tears in your eyes, great, you're moving energy. If you feel like you need to sneeze or cough or release in any sort of way, great, you're moving energy. You can go ahead and shake any extra energy out. This is a tapping you can come back to anytime if you're feeling like you are going into hyper hustle control mode and you need to slow down and relax. Because you are allowed to relax. You are allowed to move slow, okay? It's gonna get you there in such a more beautiful, aligned, magnetic way than any type of hustle, push, control ever will. So yes, that was our little activation session. Now I'm opening up for Q&A. So if you have any questions about anything, manifestation, astrology, healing related, bring them to me. I would love to answer them for you. Just give you a little minute. Oh my goodness. And I'm only answering questions that are relevant to anything that I teach or talk about. So, mysticism, spirituality, soul-led living, alignment, your own journey of creation, creativity, flow state, astrology, releasing limiting beliefs and blocks. These are the types of questions I will answer, and if nobody has any, then that's okay. I'll see you next week. We are doing a new moon activation next week for the new moon in Gemini. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you can meet me here next Sunday night at, well, it depends where you live. Everything will be up on YouTube at a time, okay? 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I look forward to seeing you there. We're going to do some manifestation based on Gemini and the traits of Gemini, and you can even discover even closer like what Gemini is activating in your chart based on your rising sign, and I will bring that with me next week when we meet. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate getting to spend this beautiful time with you and share and lead and serve from my heart. This is my biggest dream come true, and I love you dearly. Enjoy your week. Go out there, feel good, add more softness and femininity into your life. Allow yourself to slow down, okay? There is no rush. You cannot rush divine timing. You are right where you are meant to be, right here, right now. See you soon.